Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Yesterday and every day we will start with the Invocation Mantra, first mantra of this Upanishad. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. In Western philosophy and Eastern philosophy, there is a basic difference. In Western philosophy, there is a finding out of truth. सत्य की खोज है. पहले विधि, उसके बाद पथ, उसके बाद प्रक्रिया और बाद में निष्कर्ष निकालाते हैं. What is the basic thing of Western philosophy? First, they find out the truth. They find out the way, the methodology, and then conclusion. And Bharat, Indian philosophy, Indian thought process, or Eastern thought process. I'm telling Indian is Bharat, Bhaarateeya. Because the Eastern philosophy's birthplace is India only. What the Eastern philosophy or Bharat or India says, that what I'm trying to find out, it's already there. Truth never gets revealed after our searching. Truth was there before we searched for it. When we were not there, truth was there. When we didn't try to find out, then also it was there. It was there as it is before and after we know it. खोजने की बाद सत्य को मिलना मतलब सत्य का अनुभव होना. Getting into truth means a realization of truth. सत्य का निर्णय नहीं होता. सत्य or truth was there. So in Eastern philosophical system, first conclusion, then methodology. So that Purnamada mantra is a conclusion. It's a conclusive mantra. But in Western philosophy, first process, methodology, logic, then finding out the conclusion. Those who want to do a lot of chintanam, lot of vichara with the based on logic, for them, the Western thought process is correct. You know, it's like I'm trying to find out something in the pitch dark night, and I am having a small torch in my hand. It's a long night. The darkness is deeper and deeper, and the illumination of my torch is very less. You know, nowadays mobile phone is enough, but in my childhood days I have seen the torch light with the batteries, and many a times we had to do like that, then switch on, then illumination will happen. Everyone has seen everyday torch light. So what happens in that methodology, in that process? We see something. Yes, it's correct. But we can't see a lot of things. What we see, if we do conclusion, that should be a tentative conclusion, asthai siddhanta. Because after some time, we can see something more. And after seeing this, it will be mandatory to change the conclusion. And after sometimes again new thing will come up. And for that, Western conclusion depends on logic. And that's why their conclusion can never be the ultimate conclusion, absolute conclusion, it never be. थोड़ा काम चला लेता है. And what about the conclusion will come in future? We have to change the now concept of the truth. And that's why not a single Western conclusion is not absolute or nirapeksha. Purna nahi. It's not complete, absolute completeness. All the satya is apurna. Their truth is incomplete. And maja ki baat hai, truth cannot be incomplete. What about incomplete? जो अपूर्ण है वो सत्य नहीं हो सकता. What is incomplete? That cannot be the truth. What I am to change tomorrow, that was not truth today also. जिसको कल बदलना पड़ेगा, वो आज भी सत्य नहीं था. Only it was the appearance of truth. Only it was ये सत्य का भांति था. जिनको कभी बदलने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ता, वही सत्य है. Where there is no need to change, that is truth. So in Western philosophy, in West, what we conclude as truth, that is actually the appearance of truth. Satya ka pratiti hai. The Indian methodology or the Eastern methodology is not finding out the truth with a small lamp. What is the methodology of East? Suppose Amavasya ki raat, the night of new moon, pitch dark room, but there is some electric bulb, lamp. And suddenly the switch is on. The whole room will be illuminated at a time. Everything is visible simultaneously at the same time. And this is called revelation. It's not like that something I am revealing now and something I will reveal tomorrow or afterwards. Everything is visible at the same time. That is why it no need to change, because it has been known completely. In the West, through logic, they try to find out truth. In India, what we call prajna or knowledge, it is like electric light. The truth is revealed at once and completely. That's why what Mahavir Jain or Lord Buddha told 2500 years back, or Bhagavan Krishna what told 5000 years back, there is no space, no scope to change. That's why some Western philosophers or my students sometimes think that the Lord Krishna told the truth 5000 years back. Is it true right now also? If we used to search for the truth with the small lamp since 5000 years, then it was possible that truth would have changed 5000 times. But it's not. Every day the new information will come out, and the old one should be eradicated. It's not. Like, our vaccination. When it was available, they told 28 days gap. Then 48 days gap. Then they are telling 80 days gap. Then the phone call came to the center. Then they are asking, still are you alive? Then take another. It's not like that. The whole revelation comes at the same time. Absolutely, completely. In Purnamada mantra, the whole truth is available. That's why in India, conclusion is first. In all the Upanishad, Guru is telling this is the conclusion. Now methodology start, how you will know. Then Guru explains how to know it. Then Guru finds some new way to make the students understand. But the truth, the conclusion, the siddhanta is same. Who understands the conclusion at first, for him Purnamada mantra is more than enough. But like me, who doesn't understand at first, because the gunpowder is wet. अगर बारूद भीगा है तो उसको बहुत टाइम घिसना पड़ता है जलाने के लिए. If the gunpowder is dry enough, one sparkle is enough to lead the whole, to burn out the whole gunpowder. Just a minute. So the thing is, T.D. Austin composed a book. And the book's name was Tertium Organum. Tertium Organum. At first, there was a small statement, means preface, T.D. Austin was a very famous mathematician. But afterwards, he came in touch with one fakir, mendicant monk called Gurjeeb. And T.D. Austin also became a sant, a monk. So, the statement T.D. Austin wrote, wonderful, He wrote, in this world, 3 wonderful books I have seen. First one is composed by Aristotle, and the name of the book is Organum, जिसका मतलब है ज्ञान का सिद्धांत, the conclusion of knowledge. Then he told, the second wonderful book I saw, composed by Roger Bacon. And the book's name was Novum Organum, Gyan ki Naya Siddhant, the new conclusion of knowledge. And he told the third wonderful book is composed by me. And the book's name was Tertium Organum, Jnana ki Tritiya Siddhanta, the third conclusion of knowledge. And afterwards, he wrote a statement which was very confusing, What he wrote, He wrote, before the first existed, the third was. Before the first existed, the third was. Everyone started asking, are you crazy? Insane? Aristotle composed the book 2000 years back. Roger Bacon 350 years back. And Austin composed the book maybe 50 years, 60 years back. But he is telling this book existed even before 2000 years. Then he wrote, this book is not composed by me. I revealed only. When Newton was not there, gravitation was verily there. Before Newton also, the earth used to attract the stone, as at the time of Newton. Newton only uncovered the truth. Parda hata di. Without Newton, gravitation was there. But without gravitation, Newton was not possible. What Austin is telling, that what I am writing, it was there. अगर वो नहीं बोलता तो झूठा विनम्रता था. And he told there are 2 types of mathematics. First one is general mathematics. What says 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Means something else, some toys, and I have broken it. Now, if I want to start fix the parts, it will never be excess of the whole. अंश जोड़ने से पूर्ण से अधिक तो कभी नहीं हो सकता है. Suppose 100 rupees or $100. So you have 100 coins, you know, maybe 1 cent or 1 rupee. So if you add the 100 coins, it will never exceed 101. It's a common sense. But higher mathematics is the mathematics of life, where it is not always 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Sometimes it is 5. Sometimes it is 3. Suppose how we can understand these things, that how 2 plus 2 can be 5. Means अंश कैसे पूर्ण से ज्यादा हो रहा है. How the parts are becoming bigger than the whole. Suppose a painter painting. Now cost it. What is the cost of the canvas? What is the cost of the color? Now you do costing of the creation. The cost of the creation, the painting cost is more than the cost of the canvas and the cost of the color. Suppose a poet writing some poems, कुछ शब्द की अधिक कुछ नहीं. दाम जोड़ लो. The cost of the ink and the cost of the page. What is the value? You know, the cost and value, 2 words. Value is much bigger than the cost. Someone is playing the sitar. So हृदय सितार का धनी जो हृदय में झंकार उठाता, लहर उठाता. What's the value of it? Suppose someone is closed eyes, another one came and touched the hand with love, with care. The person's eyes are closed. Someone came with a lot of anger and touched the hand. Now, if one physicist comes, he will start measuring, you know, how much force it was there, how much heat was generated after touching. And it will conclude that there is no difference. अनुभव की तफात होता है. There is the difference of feelings. That is the subtle mathematics. Who doesn't understand that subtlety of this mathematics of life, for him, Purnamada is not the correct mantra. Because you know, what is the meaning of the Purnamada mantra? पूर्ण से पूर्ण लेने पर पीछे जो रह जाता है वो पूर्ण है, और पूर्ण जहां पर मिल जाता है वही पूर्ण है. अजीब सी बात है भाई. There is something, the complete, if you take the complete thing from the complete, what about the rest amount is complete, and the thing where it will merge, it is also complete. Suppose there is a treasure of Kuvera or Suleiman. if I take one coin from that treasure, or if I donate one coin, it will, there is some differences in the amount of the wealth, maybe smallest. People may say that who has composed the mantra? He was a crazy fellow. He had no idea of mathematics. So some intelligent persons start thinking that that mantra was not composed from the worldly standpoint. There's some standpoint. So suppose you love someone else. Have you ever thought that my amount of love has been reduced? Upanishad is Brahma Vidya. Upanishad is called Vedanta. All Upanishad is not apaurashya. Means we say that, yesterday also we told that Veda is not composed by any human beings. Because in Veda, a lot of sages' name was referred, but nobody claimed that I am the composer of Veda or Upanishad. Even Bhagavan, Lord, when incarnated in the world, he never claimed that truth is composed by me. Veda is composed by me. It was there. Iti susruta purvesham. He will come, as we heard earlier. So paurashya means authored by any human being, and apaurashya means not authored by any human being. It is revealed by God only. What was the problem if it was composed by any human being? There might be some imperfections. Any human composition, any human authority can't be 100% perfect. 10 years back, I was in a monastic organization. I was in the publication. I was the sub-editor of a journal, and I used to assist editors in releasing some books. We had 4 spell checkers, and we used to read it at least 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. And when the final result used to come, some mistakes will be there. In Bengali, there was a joke. I don't want to say, It was there. I've heard from one of my fatherly friends. There was a headline, পুলিশের গু খেয়ে বকের মৃত্যু. And in the next day, it came, পুলিশের গুলি খেয়ে যুবকের মৃত্যু. And they told, sorry, আমাদের আগের দিন ছাপার ভুল ছিল, সেখানে আবার ছ আর পটা আগে পিছে হয়ে গেছে. So any human product can't be 100% perfect. 5 types of imperfection is there. First is karana apartava. Please write it down if you want to write, or just listen. The first defect in any human product, 4 reasons maybe. Karana apartava. Karana means instrument, apartava means lack of perfection. Maybe my eyes, my ears, my nose can be imperfect. And their ability also limited, you know. In dark, we can't see. If it is too much illuminated, we can't see. Because all indriyas, all sense organs have some limitations. Then we take the help of another instrument. That is why people wear specs. Though the eyes are verily there. Because every instrument has its own limitation. The second imperfection of human product is Brahma Delusion. You know, delusion is a state of our mind. Because all our problem in our mind, mental level, erroneous perfection of perception, erroneous interpretation. I was in Ramakrishna Math then. Now the President Maharaj, Swami Smarananandji Maharaj, was the General Secretary. It happened in I witnessed it. That Swamiji was entering into the room, and in the threshold, just, you know, he slipped. Nothing happened. He did not fall down also. Just as he was the General Secretary, you know, all sadhus came. What happened? What happened? Swamiji scolded them. What happened? Just I touched the threshold. In next 15 minutes started coming the phone calls from different centers of India. That in which hospital Swamiji has been admitted. Like that. And you know, last phone call came after 45 minutes. When he will be cremated, today or tomorrow? Delusion. Erroneous perception, erroneous interpretation. Brahma. The third one is pramada. Indulgent nature, lack of alertness. After checking 100 times also, suppose someone is sending mails, 100 times checking happened, then also phone number is something missing or something. A lot of things happen. My memory is telling, I will not tell. Immortality is your birthright. You know, that book. There was one word was there, suspicious. And the printer, final spell checker, they thought that this word cannot be perfect. And he wrote the word auspicious. What he will tell. And the fourth defect is vipralipsa, greed. Greed makes a person biased. Likes and dislikes dominate us. So in any human composition, those problems will be there. Íśopanișad or Íśopanișad is not any human composition. So Purnamada mantra is not the blabbering of any crazy fellow. It's revelation. that we will discuss again tomorrow. Hari Om Tat Sat.